Andrew McCart, iFLTV. I'm here with a smiling Dan Talbot. I've got to say, wow, mate. Unbelievable performance in there. You look like a veteran out there, even though you're still a prospect in this programme. Just tell me, assess your performance for me.
Clinical performance, everything that we've been working on. I've been with Dave now 10 months. That's 3 fights, 3 stoppages with Dave. And yeah, everything's just coming together nicely. A great performance tonight in front of my home crowd. Childhood dream, you know, something I always dreamed of from being a kid. But yeah, we're just ready to build from here. Brilliant performance.
I totally agree with you there. The first knockdown, like I said to you, look like you're not a prospect in there, because the first knockdown, you could probably argue that some young fighters like yourself, when they get that knockdown, they're going to rush in and try and steamroll and blow them out there. You were patient, you were palm with a jab, you were trying to size them up again. Where does that maturity come from?
Just working in the gym, training hard, you know, like I said, everything that we've been working on in the gym is now coming together, you know, and yeah.
I said before I pushed record there, when you knock these fighters down, it's like you bounce from corner to corner like a caged animal. It's like, are you just ready just to go in there and cause more? But again, it's like you are a caged animal. Did you feel that because you're a nice guy? When I speak to you like face to face right now, away from the cameras, and I shake your hand over breakfast or whatnot, you're very, very calm and nice and humble. But in there, like I say, you look like a caged animal.
You don't see that side of us, you know. I'm a normal kid, but I've got that nasty, that spiteful. I've got that spite in us, you know. I want to knock people out. I want to get them out, and then I want to entertain. That's the main thing.
Talk to me about that body shot. I mean, I felt it, and I was probably 30 yards away. So, you surprised he got up?
He earned his money the night, you know. He was tough. He come to win. But that's what I said before. I want fighters to come and try the win, because that's when the opportunity is going to present themselves. It's very hard to look good against fighters who shell up. You know, like I said, I always fight fighters with winning records, and every single time I put on a clinical performance.
You spoke to me, you said you want a British fighter, a British dust-up, one that can get the crowds on the edge of the seat, one that could be on a big TV. Sam shaking his head behind me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on then, Sam, get in then if you're going to shake your head.
No, because you're trying to make
No, I'm not. Say what?
You're trying to get me to give you some
Yes, of course. Listen, he does the fighting, you're the mouthpiece. Yeah, but he said to me he wanted a fighter from the UK, one that can be like an old British clash that can really get the fans involved, and that's where you come in, so give me some names.
It's not about names. I mean, well, listen, I've spoken to the matchmaker, and he's got a few suggestions. I've got a few suggestions. I'm not going to give you them, but Dan is a 154-pound fighter, super welterweight fighter. Every one of them.
Leave it up to the people say what the people want to say, you know.
The people will be looking at him and just thinking, fuck that, no thank you. That's what they'll be thinking when they look at him. I'm not gonna, because Dave's looking at me like they're looking like, what's he gonna say here? But
can I bring Dave in the middle? This is quite a good trio. This is a good threesome. Come on. Not in this lens. It's not.
Honestly, one of the best decisions we've made is getting him into that gym, because I believe Dave knew straight away I've got a brilliant fighter to work with. But what Dave's done, the small adjustments that he's done, Dave needs a lot of credit for what he's doing with Dan at the moment. Listen, he's not the finished article yet. Dave will be happy with me saying that. Can see him looking at me. But there's no ceiling to his potential, because what you see in there, I get accused of saying, oh, special, he is a special, gifted fighter. And like what Barry Jones said, not me, Sam Jones, Barry Jones, one of the best prospects in the world. One of the best prospects in the world.
He said that last fight.
And he said that last fight, and I thought this fight was even better. The kid he just boxed there, by the way, was like Michael Myers. He flattened him 4 times, and he got up and he was just like walking. Like, I was like, how the fuck is this guy getting up off the floor and going again? Honestly, he was walking forward like this. I'm thinking, what's Dan got to do? I looked at the match and says, will he stay on the floor here? But amazing performance from Dan. I'm really proud of him. Really, really proud of him. And you're seeing more of his personality. I'm telling him always to smile, because he comes out and he's like, was that all right? Was it all right? Best performance of the night, unbelievable performance. And as I say, the destination is we looked at he's got a room and it's overlooking St James's Park. We're just seeing the roof of it, and I said, you're going to pack that stadium out one day, and it's not delusion. He is the boy in Newcastle, and all of them, because the Geordies only need a small excuse to have a Newcastle brown ale and get on the piss and watch the hometown boy. He's going to be it. Trust me, Andrew McCart.
Oh, listen, Sam, I believe you, but it must be difficult for you as a manager then, because you said who's going to want to fight him now after being a prospect and doing that to guys.
That's not my problem. That's Nissa's problem.
Is that Nissa's problem? Is it?
Nissa's problem. Look, but it's a good problem to have, because Dan's one of those people where he will literally fight. He's had 3 dropout opponents, and all of them had winning records. And we got lumped with that Michael Myers Colombian there that's flown over and earned his cash. I hope he's getting paid a fair few quid, because he deserves it. But it's amazing to work for people. I'm fortunate working with somebody like Dan, so I enjoy it, and I'm going to make him a load of money.
Dan, I said to you, you're quite a quiet man, so when you have a manager like Sam who can do all that talking for you, and he just said he's going to make you a load of money, you got anything to say to that?
So you like to hear it, but you know, I believe I'm the best 154 prospect in the country, and I'm coming.
Dave, come over here a second. Come on,
Dave.
No,
Yeah.
I want Dave to have his moment.
Well, I don't know. Listen, David, you got your.
Dave puts in. Managers, listen. My
Dave, you get in the middle, Dave. You go in the middle. Get in the middle. Make it a family affair. Get close. Get close. Get close.
The stresses that I have are not. Dave puts in the hard graft with Dan, 9 to 5, as they say in the gym. So he needs a lot of credit because, like I say, you've given somebody a. I won't say the words, so I'll get a lot of trouble. I won't use that analogy. We said it yesterday, we don't. But Dave's really bringing him on. Every single fight you see in the improvements. So yeah, these two are going to be a very special partnership.
Dave, every time I do an interview with you over Zoom, we always talk about the big fights, and I always end my interview and we'll talk a little bit about your gym, and you'll say, yeah, Dan's got a fight coming up, he's a good prospect, and you don't really give much away, but because he's not had a fight yet, but he's just put on that performance, 4 knockdowns, Michael Myers, put him away. How happy are you with that?
To be honest, I'm over the moon. He listens, and every time we come back to the corner, we have a chat. And when we have a chat, then I see the result in a chat. And just a small detail, little things that, you know, right from round 1, 10 seconds in, he had to make an adjustment, otherwise that could have been an awkward fight, because you could see the guy, it's a big ring, the guy's looking to escape. So the minute he cuts his exit off, then it's a different fight, and then we build, right, you can throw this, throw that, throw this, and he's disciplined, and it's patience, and some people might want to say, oh, go, but he's had 4 fights, this is his 5th fight, and we know that with good prospects, then they got...
So that's quite a good little team, the little trio.
So he has to learn on the job, and so I need rounds, and I need him to practice things that we're doing in the gym on fight night in front of his own crowd. That you don't understand what discipline it takes. We were talking about discipline today, weren't we? Not just tonight, but for going forward, and the difference between a lot of good fighters and the ones that make it. Even when you look at him and you think, well, he's not that good. How is he world champion? A lot of the times it comes down to discipline and disciplining your mind, making the right decisions, and to do that when he's got his whole crowd, you know, his own fans, his hometown, great atmosphere, it's packed out this arena, and to be able to go out there, not get carried away, and then see the guy, what was it, round 2 when he drops him? Round 2, round 3. Yeah. So when he drops him and then doesn't go crazy, he listens and he drops him again, and the body shot. What the fuck he got from that body shot?
The swimming around in my stomach, honestly, did a 360. I smashed the whole pack of Haribo before I got it, and honestly, they were spinning around in my gut after listening to that shot that going through it. And that's why I say, Michael Myers, he got up off the floor. My God, he kept coming forward. He's earned his dough, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Oh,
it was
fella,
perfect opponent, because we need rounds. We need something that's going to keep putting on him. The guy, he has a go. He came at it, picked up the pace, and we spoke about that. And then he finished it perfectly. It was a great performance, a really good performance, and I'm over the moon with it.
One final one, because like I said, there's 4 of them waiting behind me. Dave, you've worked with a lot of fighters, a lot of fighters. Have you ever came across a fighter like Dan, not just the ability in the ring, but I'm talking this demeanour outside the ring, like it's, hi Andy, morning Andy, shakes my hand, quite calm, and then you look at Dan, you would never, if you listen to Dan outside the ring, you'd be like, he's not a fighter, he's not a boxer, but in there, like I said to you, he paces back and forth like a caged lion, ready to just pounce and do more damage. I mean, have you ever came across a fighter like that?
Not for a long time, but with him, he's very, like you say, his demeanour is very nice. He's such a nice kid, and I've dealt with a lot of nice kids that are still too nice when they get in the ring. He's got that spite. He's got that spite where he just flicks a switch when he gets in that ring, and God forbid anyone who plays a Rocky soundtrack when he's in the ring, because he just goes off on another level.
He came on earlier, Dave was like, get it off. And I was like, why? It's a great tune. He just went, get it off.
What happens when the Rocky theme goes?
All the discipline goes out the window. That's it.
Tear up.
Listen, I'm going to do that. I'm going to come in with my phone like that, put it in his ear. Listen, guys, congratulations on a fantastic win. Dan, listen, 2025, I cannot wait to see where you go in that year. Dave, a pleasure as always. Sam, go fuck yourself. I'll be here next week. I'll see you next week, brother. See you next week, brother. Cheers, guys.